Welcome back, everyone. You're watching TorNis Entertainment, where we stream masterpieces looking for hardcore and breaking games. Today is the day I bring you the full release of the game. I was quite anticipating since basically it was released in early access, and when it was released in early access, it was already super solid and like kind of plays like a full game, though just with less content and different things there. But yeah, I was really impressed. I played it a lot, streamed it a lot, broke it, and you're gonna see it soon. Like my save file is still there. Legend of Keepers. Yeah, we are here for full release, and of course, disclaimer: this today's intro streams, like day one stream for the full release, and I'll be going forward. Of course, I intend to play this game a lot. Day one is sponsored by the developers, which is crazy. You know, it's like win-win situation again. They could have easily, you know, this guy's just gonna promote our game anyway because he's gonna, you know, play it on the release, obviously. But no, they actually decided to, you know, this guy may be worth and token appreciation for all the things he did in the past. So yeah, shout out to the Goblin Studio. They kindly provided some that extra sponsor offer. And yeah, first time I hear this is welcome surprise. Yeah, I teased about this earlier, like on my previous streams, but it's obviously I wasn't talking about it too much since you know, different games and all that. A good side from devs, yep. Well, apparently looking at the Twitch, and there's quite a few other interesting enough, like this game took my attention because you have like a lot of big brain stats, you know, like the calculation of battles, even though once you activate the gameplay, like battle sequence, you barely even control anything anymore. You just like select abilities and that's it. But yeah, there's a lot of preparation phase, and this is where you need to calculate resistances, attack damage, like positioning. So it's the reason I mentioned why it to catch my attention. Well, apparently a lot of other Russian colleagues like this game and stream it as we speak. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Russians, which is a pleasant surprise. Perhaps the game is gonna even catch up, like the heat on the upcoming days, because today, on the April 29th, as I stream right now, there's this another game that came out, I don't know, like PlayStation 5 exclusive or something. A lot of these top tier big streamers jumped there. Returnal, yeah, it's called Returnal. Returnal. I have no time for that. Unfortunately, today's gonna be short stream. Even though I want to play like entire day, I cannot because this game was released on a Steam Standard Time, which I'm in Europe. For those who don't know, I live in Latvia. It's like Eastern Europe, and yeah, it's almost midnight here by the time the game is released. So it's obviously I need to talk and everything. Like I cannot stream basically, so I have to wait and skip day, I guess. But no, this is why we're gonna do the short stream today. Well, very good stuff. I mean, I'm gonna do the intro kind of tutorial explanation, I guess, for those who haven't seen or forgot, and then catch some new content through the what the developers bring in the full version of the game in Ascension Mode and Endless Mode. So, disclaimer, by the way, the link I have here in the chat through command is based on a Steam page. It leads to the Steam page of the game. But you can also do a big brain move and get this game on my official game store, that is on nexus.gg. In fact, this game is even highlighted in my store. It's because, you know, I've been like, I actually sold this game a lot during early access. It's one of my best seller in the lines of the game of Star Renegades, which is another great indie game, but we'll probably return to that later. when I have time, it's another fantastic thing to enjoy there with a lot of content. And yeah, so that'll give me like a tiny bit of portion of the sale, but also you get the same Steam key. So the only hassle for customers is obviously to create an account on the Nexus platform if you already haven't. But it's pretty much the same. And they also do the Steam sales, so generally on Nexus as well when there's the sale. Alright, so the game. Yeah, what the fuck is the Legend of Keepers? Like, for YouTubers, like, I wanted to watch review, like, some gameplay, where this fucker's talking here still. Oh, well, this is my stream, I mean, and, like, one cut content, so this is how we roll here. So, Legend of Keepers is positioned itself as, like, anti-hero, dungeon managing game, kinda, except that you don't really manage dungeon, you manage your squad of monsters, and well, think of the Darkest Dungeon, except that roles are reversed and you're playing as evil guys. You're trying to kill heroes, and you will quickly get the gameplay loop once I pop into there. So talks from TorNis is the reason. Yeah, well, the YouTube people will, you know, they prefer when shit is cut and like everything is just super fast and point by point or whatever. You got removed from making TorNis sound squeaky. Where's the fast forward button? Yeah, there's actually fast forward, and I mean, they added the animation acceleration feature in this game, which is pretty nice because the animations are very good, but they get like repetitive once you're, you know, gotta play the game a lot and you're gonna see them all. So this is nice. They added quite a lot of features. In fact, let's go and see what we have here. Full version. So I'm gonna skip on the mods, which also exist. You can create you can easily create your own custom monsters. Remember I mentioned Russians. People imported Heroes in Might and Magic sprites, like from Heroes in Might and Magic 3, demons, Inferno units, and some other stuff like into this game, and some other stuff. Well, obviously there's some original creations, and yeah, you can have fun with that. So redeem code is for Arachna Waifu here. Basically you get this monster unlocked through the game if you subscribe to the newsletter. I'm not sure if it still works, but should be. And I think I also should have that. These dungeon masters don't look very final bossish. Oh, they're gonna kick your ass, don't trash talk them. Especially the slave master, or whatever he's renamed to, like maybe he got censored. This guy's slave master, enchantress and mechanic. By the way, I also played the game on very early, like when the game was released in early access, so this character was not even out yet, so I kind of not... I'm very good in the game's like content, basically before she or he got introduced. I'm not even sure what sex that is. There's a huge amount of new like mechanical monsters that are like engineer technology related, so I would obviously have to analyze that. Everything else I've seen. The full version, you can reach the patch notes, they're posted on Steam. The quick from my memory, basically they added the Bard, a brand new type hero that's gonna be doing Bard things. I already seen him a little bit on other streamers before I started my own one. Seems pretty fun to fight against. They added, I think, 4 or 5 new monsters for multi-classes, or like, well, I don't know. They separate now monsters based on the character you play. So they separate them. Like for instance, when you're playing campaign with the slave master, you cannot get elementals, yeah, and mechanical units. So they a long time ago in early access, everything was like stacked together. There was like one thing. There was no campaigns, and it was a little bit different. Yeah, this game have a monster like family, yeah. Orcs, creatures, skeletons, elementals, the mechanical, and I'm probably forgetting something else. So, let's go. So I'm gonna load my save file. You can see. So, by the way, another thing. On early access, there was a level cap of 20, which was preventing.
Torture? It's a passion.
Which was preventing maxing out every single talent in a talent tree. But so I'm kind of interested. Like they changed. So what is happening? So they increased the cap to level 30. And I don't know if it was their plan or not, but initially. So with level 30 cap, you can, of course, eventually get everything, basically, in a tree. So there's still point in really, like, you know, brainstorming what's the best build order. Well, when you're a new player, of course, you have to kind of, like, you're slowly gonna level up, yeah? It takes time, especially... without any exploits. Like during early access there was an easy way to get experience. You can just like quickly start a game and surrender and you will get a portion of experience because the game would count that you have passed already like 5 weeks in game and there. So you get like free experience for not even playing when you surrender and you quickly restart the game, so you can just like whoosh. I didn't use this obviously. I could have maxed out my characters, but nah. I was like, I wanted to, you know, do it on stream and everything, so yeah, I'm still not maxed out, even though you can tell that I played with a slave. He's called Slaveholder, not Slave Master. Okay, well, still, I guess censored. I don't even remember if it was actually Slave Master, but I call him like that. So my recommendation for new players here immediately. So unless they changed some of these abilities, I don't think they did. So there's 2 things you want to focus on a slaveholder. You want to rush this level to 1 ability that gives you a starting. So in any map in every game mode you're gonna get starting like vampire, and before that there's a skeleton dog you get for free as well in your starting. So in context of what these are very powerful units. Skeleton dog is like super good bleeder and tank. And Vampire is a like special elite unit, very, very solid. You have to be careful with Vampires because it's all about like bleed stacking. And speaking of bleed stacking, the Slaveholder army and units specialized in mainly 2 things. You either build your army with, well, I have to explain, I guess, how combat fucking works, I guess. Okay, so when you fight stuff in the game, you can do either HP damage or morale damage. Morale damage is like, you can... If the morale reaches 0, the hero escapes and cries, and you get tears as reward for killing it. And if you kill it with blood, like physical damage or magical damage, you get blood. So there's 2 types of resources you get from killing heroes, tears and blood. And, well, you get the idea. So you need morale damage for tears. So, Slaveholder army is pretty good dealing, like there's a lot of options and build order as well for his own attacks, who can induce terrified, demoralized status and just a lot of morale damage in general, intimidation here. So, and yes, these main leaders there, you can fight with them. Like, if heroes defeat your entire garrison of your monsters, there's only one thing to do. Final boss battle, which you are final boss. So, if you level up abilities that directly, like attacks, armor, and stuff like that, of course they're gonna get stronger. So yeah, once again, my recommendation would be to focus on this rushing down, like, as to unlock, because both of those units create bleeding stacks. They haven't nerfed this, or, well, not really nerfed it. In early access, the meta was doing dot damage, stacking dots on enemy to win the really hardcore fights in this game on a hard difficulty generally tend to involve like a lot of bleeding or frost biting, fire, poison, any dot that the game. They also changed some of the status conditions and dots. The mechanics, Frostbite was shit before in early access, now it's very good. It's similar to Burn, but just so it competes with the dots essentially. Well, we can of course talk about these kind of changes later. Yeah, so bleeding, stacking bleed is like easy way to get kills. I think I'll show it really quickly on like the story, the campaign mission here. Here, if you go, the abilities are beneficial for the master himself, like armor, enrage, taking damage taken, master reduced with 10% for each remaining hero. Yeah, the speed, bleeding, resistances. So yeah, these are like selfish upgrades. And this tree of skills is dedicated to terrifying morale stuff and debuffs, and of course this one is a burning whip damage. If you're gonna go connect it here, this is actually pretty good. Whiplash regenerates master life at additional. The reason I haven't leveled up here is because I was strong enough already, so like the heroes doesn't really reach me, so that I don't have to like whip them out and bleed. This is also pretty good combo, by the way, for damage if you're relying on that. But yeah, easy rush here for the... Like, you get a good start, you get good wins, and you're just a happy camper. So the reason why you want to kind of make sure that your monsters are gonna win before they reach the final boss, your master, so that your master will not get damaged because there's limited amount of HP and he gotta heal eventually. Well, there's artifacts and relics and some passives that can technically reverse this effect. So if, for instance, you have an artifact that says each time you kill a hero with the master, you gain like something. So permanent stats, money, like something. So of course you kind of need to adapt to this and debate maybe, and specifically let your monsters die or not even put them in a position so that heroes will just pass. But yeah, you have to calculate risks and if you can even handle them. Like Frostbite now slow with the damage. I think there's the slow is just a separate thing. The Frostbite should be a dot, but I don't remember exactly. I did play it a little bit, like in early access just before full release, but just like a lot of nuances they changed. They changed how the relics. So in early access, the relics were leveled. There was 3 levels of each relic. Yeah, I can actually show it here. There's the relics and stuff we get for free, and some of the story missions. They also changed how they work. They rebalance pretty much. I think I can show you Archivist. Yeah, there's a list of all relics in the game. I think this is great that they did it, so I don't have to worry about, you know, like calculating levels there and relying on RNG. You just get relic and nice, the full effect. Some of them are definitely drastically changed, could be good or bad. And you can see some of the artifacts are locked behind specific only masters, so I assume that it will mean that it's not this relic will never appear if you're playing with Enchantress, yeah. And this icon is the family of monsters, and this is the effect of the thing that's happening. The game, they improved a lot of the icons, the text description. There's like the green text, the blue text, critical hits all display. You can, like, when you're reading descriptions of text and abilities and attacks, they do a very good job with the colors. During like battle, you're gonna see that it's just, oh, you see that purple color, that's gotta be the morale related, or that's amazing. You already, like, your brain connects that. When I played early access very early, there was still some stuff that was, you know, not colored properly. I totally appreciate that. But yeah, I have to unlock the rest. I obviously only completed 1 campaign.
So many ideas.
The rest of the campaign, yeah, the engineer I never even played once. This is like I was just waiting for full release, so more content for me. Level 1, so it's gonna be probably Pepega action from me here, but I'll do my best. So you can clearly see there's so many new type of units that I never seen before. All these gnomes, dwarves here, and mechanical units. Like I have to study them all eventually. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Enchantress also have their own thing, as I mentioned. They have elementals. There's new units in this family as well, and new traps. And from what I've seen... Oh yeah, I was talking about patch notes. Yeah, there's just so many things to talk about. So yeah, they added the Bard, 4 or 5 new units, I think. They rebalanced a couple artifacts and abilities. Some traps are nerfed because they're really strong, and I agree with that. So some people were playtesting Endless Mode, and this is like the bait for us who are veterans, right? Endless Mode. So people managed to reach 1,500 week in Endless Mode, and the reason is because a specific trap abuse. So apparently in Endless Mode is levels limits are cap removed, so you can normally each monster have level 4 cap and traps, but and these game modes is probably different. I have no idea how it scales and how it's gonna go and how well it's balanced. I was not a playtester for this. I could, but I was like, you know, once again, I was in a house of waiting for full version first, you know, and then to embrace it, because I knew there's gonna be bugs and other things, and just things are gonna get changed. So you gotta really bait me with that testing if there's some, you know, some compensation generally, because I have a lot of projects and games to break. Did you complete the Skull one? What do you mean skulls? It's Ascension mode. It's a brand new... There's 2 game modes added to the game. Ascension, which I actually not sure either what the... I assume it's similar to the, you know, Slay the Spire Ascensions or something like that, but maybe not. It says spicier games by adding cumulative challenges. So, well, yeah, it's gonna probably add some really annoying things. I assume in the Ascension you will still have the same caps, level caps. It's just gonna be really harder, but like people have been playing Endless Mode apparently more than Ascension, and based on forums that I read. Yeah, it's not boss. Boss is well, technically every campaign mission is. And yeah, speaking of campaign, you're probably wondering what is this screen? That was not like this before. In early access, you just start a new run and you pick a hero and then you play the game. So now we have campaigns, which consist of 5 missions. They increase in difficulty. So the bait for this is to unlock a monster, artifact, or like content of the game. Even elites here, the special unit, Kami Goblin. And well, I mean, if you don't complete it, I don't think you unlock these 2, and also you need to complete it so you can unlock other masters as well. Some new enemies are really tough. The Bard is super frustrating. Yeah, I hope so. I seen a little before I started my stream. I seen some of my colleagues like playing a little bit there, and they've been getting wrecked on normal difficulty. I'm like, bruh, but it's fine. Some of them are totally new, and like it's expected. Actually, the game could be devastating. Speaking of which, yeah. This game involves, I talked about this before, but this game is all about calculation, preparation, like reading through resistances, reading through attacks, what's gonna happen on turn 1, on what hero is gonna do to you, calculate the initiative of units, like, and your goal is to try to survive as long as you can with, like, in this game, your monster is always gonna be weaker than heroes. It's like the game design, obviously. So, unless you have completely overpowered build or something like that, and good traps. So, your goal is to survive like 1 or 2 rounds. Usually, heroes is gonna one-shot most of the heroes anyway because of the weaknesses, resistances, like, and there's AoE attacks, annoying, like, champions or heroes with promotion. So don't expect your dudes surviving, of course. They're supposed to die. In fact, so when you lose a monster, you don't lose it. They just get tired a little bit. You put them in the garrison and they rest there, and you know, it's fine. A lot of things will remind you of the Darkest Dungeon, but except that you don't have to grind anything. You just, in this game, you're gonna, it's like straightforward. You click left or right in the week. The game is like, the gameplay is consistent of progressing through weeks, which is like a day, a turn, so to speak, and you select either 1 or 2 events, I mean A or B, or 3 of them sometimes, and you send like people to do missions, train them, experiment with random events, just do some other things. So yeah, you don't have to think too hard. You see what's coming for you, you can calculate outcomes. It's all about that preparation, right? Alright, so if this is the game where there's not enough really RNG. If you fucked up, it's up to you, really. Like during the battle, of course. Everything could be countered, calculated, and if you're suffering, could be done something else differently there for sure. The RNG, of course, exists outside of the combat through events, but even those could be controlled and manipulated in your favor of like. So I don't hear all these Steam reviews like, oh, this game is so RNG. Like no, this is one of those games that you control. They'll lose. Well, if you're fighting a heroes with high speed, you just like generally want to put something that have also high speed before your monster's gonna die, or you can just skip putting monsters if you know you're gonna lose them anyway. Just it's all the prep. And this game doesn't have any XCOM misses and all that. You click the ability, the stuff happens. You click, it happens. The heroes use their abilities, it happens. There's I think actually there is 1 or 2 monsters abilities that does have some kind of RNG, but I don't remember. Maybe they changed it. There was like some kind of gamble, like position-based gamble or something. I don't remember. Finally, TorNis is playing a hard game. What are you talking about? The Children of Morta recently that I streamed had some crazy boss there. Like he. Are you sure? And also other things. Always hard. Alright, well, here goes my freaking intro. Yeah, like, hey, YouTube viewers, I hope you're still here. Well, I mean, I explained a lot of already mechanics. I don't even have to talk during the combat anymore, just to showcase the interface and things like that. So, yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. 1, recognize your monsters. That's not random. You know it's coming. Like, I mean, I guess it's semantics, but you just. Okay, so there's mathematically you can. it's probably not necessary to explain this, but yeah, it's a good point. There's a enemy hero. Well, hero you fight. It's like a mage or something. You have one-time ability to swap positions of your monsters, yeah, and there's 3 positions in a game: front, back, and middle. So if you want to put specific units like a tank in front, caster at the back, you purposely don't put the caster in the back, so you have higher chance to actually get a good RNG result. So if you put a caster in front from the get-go, the caster will obviously gonna get either in the center or in the back line where it should be, and you just have to like minimize the pain, like if it happens 50-50 fail there, yeah, and most of the time this is still gonna be nice. So you can apply logic to a lot of these things indeed. Let's not confuse hard games with games that make people hard. Okay, I probably shouldn't have read that because it just it just like brain fart. Alright. Are you ready to see some action here? So yeah, in the campaign, yeah. Wait, is that the first mission is called Default? Ah, I see.
Torture? It's a
It's a passion. So yeah, in this mission I only can have a family of orcs. I think the creatures and skeletons, so this is gonna be selection. Obviously already completed it, but for the demonstration purposes. So if you're playing on streams, I recommend enable Twitch integration. And also if you don't click the customization, if you click start, it's gonna be normal difficulty here, by the way. The game does have hard, and if you click it like this, and there's also modding, but yeah, for Twitch it's gonna be fine. And so specifically my viewers' names are gonna be picked from the list, and you guys are gonna be my monsters. So yeah. Obviously this mission is not gonna be fair because I have level 21 slaveholder. I can just probably solve them with myself, but
Let's get to
for the
work.
demonstration purposes I will play like intended and all that. So, oh wow, I have definitely less life on hard difficulty. Well, doesn't matter. So, you see I started with, oh, Malero, nice, crazy waffles. So you see I started with the Doggo and the Vampire. This is from, they have these buttons now, I see. From one, I see this, they added these buttons here. Swap rooms. So, alright, so this is Garrison, yeah. So each dungeon encounter, yeah, when heroes attack you, you have like 2 positions to fight. And 6 slots, so you're gonna have to select 3 monsters to fight by your side in that specific encounter. So, which means that if you put 6 here, that means that... So idea is like this, you see what kind of monster, heroes are attacking you, and you adapt to them, and then you select what you want to deploy. And so it's obviously good when you have more monsters in the first place, but this start of the run. And in fact, I also get 2 freebies. I'm not supposed to have that. Very good. Yeah, you guys are already here. Zarlim, off. You guys are actives. Even Pekabot got selected, and myself. Wait, I thought they fixed this. I thought they fixed the broadcaster and moderator should not be like picked, but I guess they returned that feature. Like they decided to not do it anymore. So yeah, every monster have 3 abilities, usually 2 attacks and 1 passive, but it could be different. And right now there's 2 only. The reason for it is because they're level 1. They get stronger every time you level up. And cool thing about this game level up system is that when you train monsters, they also get they evolve their abilities. They get better. So for instance, bleeding might be getting... It's kind of like unless you I've already played a lot, you actually don't know what to expect from this, because it will show you like... It will not tell you exactly what's happening, it just tells you that the, let's say, front ability is gonna be upgraded, yeah, that X thing. But it could be like physical damage, or it could be bleeding stacks increased, or something else. Well, at least it tells you exactly everything that happens to resistances and stats here. For abilities, you kinda need to like trial and error already and know what's coming. TorNis can... Yeah, this is actually funny because this skeleton guy is it's one of like... It's a glass cannon unit. It's a glass cannon unit, which is really strong, especially with level ups. So I might not even use it so that you guys don't get a meme here. I do have subs VIP and filter. I mean, the game doesn't have any filters, if you think... yeah, it actually prioritizes subscribers, yeah. I think... Yeah, you're right. I think the game prioritizes subscribers first. But I remember they were not taking the, like, broadcaster and mods. Whatever. Also started with some traps here. You also deploy them the same way. So yeah, let me check. So bleeding stack should be like applied either at the start, so you finish off heroes on a second encounter, or you can purposely let them come to you and then kill with the master as a finisher. It also depends if they're gonna have healer in the party there with that auto heal ability. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put in a first lane my Doggo, Malera, and Crazy Waffles, and tank. Yeah, actually, yeah. You see, they have the guaranteed crits now. It's yellow text here. They added this mechanic here. Applies enhanced resistance to the monster of the group in front and at the back. So this needs to be in the middle. So generally vampire should be at the back line. It's very, this is the elite unit and with low HP. But a VIP? Yes, VIP is, like, yeah, I at first I was confused what you're talking about, the VIP thing, but yeah, you're right. It should probably pull from VIP pool as well. So yeah, the kegs have like ultimate sellout, VIP and subscriber thing. Alright, so pretty much this room is stacked, and here I'm confident in the power of this. I'm just gonna put it this character is the most I played in early access, so I know a lot of strategies and tricks, so I'm very confident with this layout, and this will be like whatever I choose here. Pretty much. So you see weeks, you click 1 by 1 week and it progresses the story. In early access there was 2 years of content, like, but they changed how the there's campaign now, so it's a little different. So when you begin a couple first missions in a campaign, they begin in like year 1, old school year 1. In the last campaign missions you get automatic promotion at the start, so you get like year 2. With a super mini boss thing you also get for free, and everything is just harder and stronger right away. The game ends at the final week of the year, and then you either pass or not. That's simple as that. TorNis was always toxic, guys. Sorry, I'm like not reading every message here right now. I'm trying to explain it again and through new players, and essentially sell the game as well through the Nexus if you so desire to support me a little bit. But the thing about Nexus is that a lot of you guys are memeing here, but you already purchased the game during early access period. I know that. I have receipts. You know, I have actually I know who buys my shit, so through Nexus. And all the extra tips, by the way, thank you guys. So yeah, this is kind of awkward, like, who I'm gonna sell this game? I need some new blood here, right? We did it, poggers. Alright, so interface. They improved the interface here, you probably already noticed something. And the blood here is money. Most of the new stuff in interface was during combat and in the main menu screen, like in the campaign thing. Seems to run just flash cut. Alright, also they changed this, check it out. So now when you highlight encounter, it tells you difficulty, disaster, resting room, and what kind of reward you're gonna get. So normally you actually have 3 choices for attacks, yeah? So like veterans, adventurers, champions, or like 3 veterans, and you can choose different. So here's the thing, you see that stronghold? You see that stronghold shit? This means that we're gonna fight in Stronghold, and believe it or not, but background matters. So we're fighting in the different dungeons. There's gonna be Ice Dungeon, the Nature Dungeon, and Ruins, and some other things. They added also 2 new types of dungeons, I believe, in a full version of the game, which I forgot to mention. So Stronghold, yeah, it's like one of the first ones from early access. Yeah, Disaster is a special extra room for magics, so it helps us. But you generally, when disaster present, that means that heroes are also really strong. They have like resting room, which is a new mechanic. If the hero is gonna reach the resting room, they're gonna get either like heal or they're gonna get buffs, something along those lines. You can also get a lot of buffs and all that. This game is pretty simple actually in terms of like how the gameplay flow goes in battle, so it's like phase by phase. Every room is like a phase and shit happens automatically, right? Well, it's not like out of the chest or anything. You obviously need to prepare a lot of things and make some choices, but the game will play out once you prepare everything, you know? Sometimes I struggle to make it in time to the rest. Alright, so what do you got? Level 1 shits here. By the way, I'm playing the just for demonstration mission 1 from the campaign, which is like it really intro the game, and so you cannot expect anything crazy here. Even though, well, maybe there will be. I'm playing on hard difficulty right now. So here's new players. Please don't be scared about HP of heroes. So your monsters, we can, by the way, do this. Nothing has been placed. Do you want to confirm? Yes, I can, but then I can previous return. So once again, check out my HP. Malero, Doggo. I said it's one of the best units, but it has 65 HP right now. It's gonna get better with levels, but these fuckers, they're gonna get levels as well, and they're gonna get way more HP. Yeah? So once again, your goal is to make sure that your monster will make a 1 move or 2. Like when it's 2, it's really good. Pat yourself on the back, because generally they will die because they have low HP and also potentially weakness. Like you see, there's a lot of weaknesses on all of them. So don't feel bad, it's supposed to happen, because here's the thing: if everything dies in the combat, you have the master, and the master is gonna fuck things up. And well, eventually, of course, Master will die as well, and then you lose the game. But don't feel bad about that as well, because this game rewards you with experience when you lose as well. So it's not like true roguelike by any means, but to be fair, I agree with this progression system. So the game could be already pretty hard here with all this math and shit. Pro tip: don't place your circular cells backwards like TorNis. Place them in the right way so you'll do damage. I didn't even put anything. Okay, so just I'll do the Silk Road Blade. It's best bleeding. And what do you have here? Skill. Replaces penalty to bonus. Applies poison to highest HP. And nothing. Alright, cool. I think actually, like, to be fair, the Vampire Doggo combo is very strong. I could probably even kill them, like, with this encounter. Even without using Master. Okay, so if they survive, you see, if they survive next room, they go to the next room. Well, what do I care here? A rage, yeah, the rage is also very the rage mechanic is actually really, I forgot to mention it. So this character is specializing in 3 things, I would say: morale damage, bleeding, and the enrage stacks. Like, enrage stacks is super good. I face rolled so many missions, and I got wins because I was just stacking a lot of strength ups essentially. Okay, and here, so I just put some OP combo with bleeding, but let's pretend that I am gonna fight like this from the beginning, yeah? So this guy attacks front fire, yeah? So we obviously don't put, you know, this unit in the front because fire, right? This attacks with nature front, this attacks air. So this, you see, there's a little bit of problem. This Farty focuses, this is actually rare, usually there's something attacks at the backline. So the front unit is gonna get attacked by 3 different elements. So, which is, like, to be fair, really hard to counter with resistances. But fret not. You can look at the stat, you see that stat with the 2 up signs, like whatever, I forgot how it's called in English. This is speed initiative, yeah, speed. By the way, I can actually explain what these icons is. HP, morale, and power, it like damage. The base number that applies to all abilities, and the speed, yeah, initiative. So the thug is gonna go first, probably here, yeah. Oh, Kex can go first. Yeah, Kex have better speed than him. Well, you get the idea, so you can kind of like prepare for that. So if you're suiciding a glass cannon, the unit, like in this case Kex would be here, 50 HP. He'll go first, do some damage, which is important, and then die probably. So that's what you need to do, right? There's no way you're gonna like, oh my god, you're gonna protect all these resistances and survive. Maybe later in some places when you have thick elite with a high level, you can maybe survive a couple hits. But these guys are gonna die, just like trash. You guys are level 1 trash. Alright, so this archer goes back damage fire, this guy is protected by fire. So essentially Pekka-bot will be useless against that. I could use another ability that minus morale, but I'm playing like with bleed here, so once again it will not work. This guy is also resistant to ice, including fire, so it's like a mage who is covering his weaknesses. So my ice unit will also not work. And like what else I can put? Nature, yeah. Oh, weakness to nature, bruh. Well, I can use myself, I guess, there. So you see, I'm showing you how to play, like, and prepare. So exact counter, which is pretty nice. They're gonna attack front, and nothing will attack back, so TorNis will make a shot. So let's see. There's no physical, yeah, Jesus. Fire. Yeah. I think if I put Crazy Mofo, he's still gonna die here, even though he have 120 HP. I'm honestly a little bit lazy sometimes on the math you can calculate here with the percents. The game is generally, everything is divided by 5 or 0, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you can calculate some of these percents pretty quickly, yeah, divide and multiply by the damage, you can do that, but sometimes just like lazy on that, I'm gonna be honest, during the streams here. Alright, well, area of effects, slow, front, back, let's do it this way. Even though I think I could have won by this point, but you get that in. Die. So now the battle engages, we've got the bleed stacks going on. Oh yeah, and this game also features pretty good voice acting, sound effects and animations for the indie game of this budget. And I personally enjoyed the soundtrack for this game because you heard the background music right now, and now we're fighting, yeah? And the music is like intensive. It's more intense because we're actually in the room where we're fighting shit, yeah. I currently have only blind ability there. No, you don't. So here's the why Vampire is broken. Physical damage spreads the stacks of bleeding applied to a target to the position behind it. Or if I desire to nuke, I can also do that. Air damage increased by stack of bleeding. So big brain idea. So if you have Vampire, apply stacks of bleed. Please do this and you will just shit enemies for days. Unfortunately, she have this ability that triggers only once per ever, but she cancelled all my stacks. It's gonna happen. Like you cannot do anything about the skills and passives of heroes. They're the heroes, and you know they have to do something, right? The game actually doesn't pull bullshit. Doesn't pull any free wins and stuff like that. You will get countered as well from time to time. Especially if you have not enough monsters to deploy in a specific, and then like there's heroes that you get that are very unlikely to defeat. That could happen. So, do you have armor? Yeah, you have armor. I don't care. You are bleeding. So you see, I'm doing more bleed damage rather than actually physical damage. That's how this whole thing is. Unfortunately, that wasn't actually the best thing to do because I killed the enemy with a lot of bleed stacks, and now they're gone. So I have to like attack this one without any bleed stacks. So this was kind of awkward thing to do, and Vampire is not leveled up, so I cannot apply bleed stacks myself, which is kind of embarrassing. And I cannot skip turns. Oh, by the way, this button, my camera blocks it, but you can accelerate animations. There's normal speed, slow, and very fast. So yeah, that's useful. So yeah, that was a little awkward there. I guess I'll just do damage then. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, you see that countered the bleed thing countered us. Слушайте, вы задрали там в чате писать про то, что TorNis там говорит, болтает. Вы на стриме первого дня full релиза. Я должен объяснить все механики игры. Я понимаю, что вы смотрели мой стрим этой игры до этого, но не надо уже так неуважительно относиться. Alright, so Burning Wave does a lot of damage, and I believe she also has weakness to fire. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a room of this room is like a spell casting room. Like a little breather. And time to finish up the job, hopefully here. That's good damage. 69, yeah. Oh, look at that spicy damage. Maybe I should do area effect. So who's gonna move? Ah, by the way, they added, I completely ignored this, but they added a very useful. So before you just calculate the speed and do it yourself, but they added the interface here that fucking tells you which initiative is gonna be on the units. So yeah, actually I'll do that. So this one dies, and then we're gonna go with the full direct frontal damage. Oh, Kimiri! Yeah, you're dead. Sorry. They all died with physical damage or magic, so I'm gonna get the blood. And, as you remember, we got promised the monies and the reward in terms of the monster. So look at that, we got some new recruits. Tweakcast, Kyle Defiles, yeah, from my chat here we got people. Well, Harpy... Ah, wait, who am I kidding? Skilled in Soldier is very good. I got lucky. Okay, so you see what happens. I'm playing on the hard difficulty, which, by the way, drastically makes things a little harder in regard of this system here. So, on normal difficulty, you lose one less, how to call this, like a bar of, how much they can be, like, tiredness or stamina. I don't know how to call this thing. Fatigue, yeah. So yeah, you see 3 bars lost. So this type of unit is thick, 7 bars, but generally you see 5. So by the way, don't let this happen. So if you get into like super fatigue, so they all get red, you're gonna suffer major penalties. So the unit is gonna be out for a lot of time, like in XCOM. To prevent this, you just need to put them, like right now even, you can put them back in garrison, you get the rest there. So every time you do the battle, yeah. So if you do the like weeks and stuff, it doesn't do anything, you have to actually pass the battle. Alright, yeah, Twig has this pretty good replacement. So yeah, for now I can probably... I need the bleeding stacks though, yeah. These guys are fine. I can also mix match rather than relying on this kind of combination, but yeah. So we have money, engineer. So I would recommend rushing some traps upgrades or training monsters, that helps. I think I'm gonna go level up trap. Circular Saw gets bleeding stack later and then just major damage. Pretty good investment. You can also spend, so you can level up all of them instead of only one, as long as you have money. Same with the training. Same with the training and dead. Why does the game is suggesting that something is wrong here? I don't know. Maybe, because it's not full, right? Garnizon, the Brigadier, блин, ты упоролся. I also like upgrading Rallying Horn, but like I'm not playing morale build here in this demonstration, so I'll be fine. Merchant. I don't really like, it's level 1 purchases, and unless you're playing the deep level of campaign, where you get like level 2 or 3, I think, already. So I'll go random event. Also, oh yeah, patch notes for the full release of the game. They added brand new events in randoms. Giant, I think it's a new event actually. A giant worm has oozed its way into lower levels of dungeon. What would you want to do and kill it? 30 life? Wait, that's it? Only 30 lives? This is the morale thing. Well, the fatigue was 1. I assume this is for entire thing. Не-не, бригадир, все правильно, чё. Английский же. Sell for money, sure. Disclaimer, some events have parts, like you make a choice and then it's gonna bite you later, or you get even more rewards, so some of them have connections. Alchemist is a place where you can convert blood into tears, or convert gold, or vice versa. You can essentially manipulate your resources. Doctor, -1 motivation to level monsters. Oh dang, that's cool. Wow, that's a lot of dang. This is a lot of tears or blood for that. I think I might take tears because I'm gonna get blood. Right, everybody got -1. Maybe Malaire needs to rest. Yeah, they're. I think I'll leave we're gonna do it this way. By the way, big brain. If you have the same type of unit, yeah, you can just alter them and like this. So you don't necessarily have to be in that room, right? It's gonna put Moffa here. By the way, do I have bleeding? Yes, I do. So vampire's gonna work. Yeah. Also, disclaimer: hard difficulty actually is pretty hard. If you're starting the game from the scratch, I probably will not recommend playing on hard. You can, you will just lose and you get level ups, and you will start winning probably when you like get some abilities on your primary master, like leader, yeah, final boss. A level 1 master is very like pepega. You need some levels. So honestly, don't be afraid to play on normal first. In fact, some people might not even realize that you can play on the hard difficulty because you have to select customization thing, right? And we have adventures already. Level 2 difficulty, epic, and frozen caves, so we're gonna fight in different place. Keep in mind that when you click battle, you cannot change position of your squad anymore, so think ahead of that. Who's that? Is it like a monk? Novice? It have the you can tell who they are by the class symbol. Like there's a sword, a sorcerer, and yin yang. It's L, I think, unless I've messed up the command. Should be L, not I. Wait, is the bot dead? Oh yeah, maybe the bot is dead. Wait. Don't tell me the bot decided to... No, bot is working apparently. No, the bot is alive. Wait, is the command like... because maybe LI does not work? What the hell? Submit. Why it's not working? L... like Legend of Keeper. Okay, there we go. Do you guys debate it typing capital I or somehow like it should work? You guys are just good at troll now, isn't it? Okay, maybe I should change the keyword for this because it might be a little confusing. Does it have cooldown on the command? I didn't think so. Let me check quickly. No, it doesn't have any restrictions. Maybe maybe you typed it in like a Russian keyword. Yeah, you see vector worked. That worked. So why it was not working before for you? It should be. I'm not crazy. Right? I just show you it works. Alright, well, have fun with that. I mean, you guys know where to find the fucking game. It's on Steam. Like, you don't even need to use my link, or you just buy it on my Nexus store. Oh my god, shout this good. Okay, oh look at that, there's a level 2, yeah, and they're progressing. They're getting thicker. That's fine. So is there a guy that randomly moves all monsters to another position? That would actually mess up the doggo. Good thing I don't have doggo anymore. Okay, then I'm gonna put the vampire at the front, which is a mistake, but keep in mind this is only at the first fight only, so most of these abilities are like activates once and they're gone. Yeah. Alright, so who we have here? Physical, front, ice, frostbite. Frostbite, yeah, is 5% maximum life per ice on this stack, yeah. Fire, air, Bactol. Well, you guys are weak to each other, that's nice. Fire. Check about how you find. Oh my god, minus 45 physical. That's gonna be hurting. I don't have a tank at front here. I guess I could put Kex in front. Though ice is gonna fuck me over. Actually, I think Yeti's good in the front here, yeah. Fire, 70%, that's gonna be not useful. Nature resists. Well, they're gonna die. Yeah, doesn't matter. Rallying Horn. I guess I could rally. Boss.
Come get some.
There was also another mechanic that they added I need to talk about. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Oh, RNG! Look at this. Vampire is in the back line, just as we wanted. Also, check it out. They have this mechanic now. So the game will tell you exactly what happens when you do the like unwavering, vigilant, worried, frantic. Loses 15% of hero's maximum morale when another hero is defeated. Gets 5% when landing on final blow monster. So this means essentially that the shitter their like mental status, the more damage they're gonna take. So it's good for you. And you know, maybe it's just a reminder how painful the mechanic was in Darkest Dungeon or something. Wait, Vampires goes first. It's fine because we have bleed stacks already applied. Fantastic synergy. Also, unfortunately, this Barbarian have this annoying ability, Enrage, at the start of each fight. So if you actually suicide your dudes fast enough, like they can actually stack the Enrage on every character. And when they reach the Master, they're gonna stack it again. So this could be actually deadly. Pay attention to that. Oh, I survived. Skeleton survived. Nice. We just need a couple hits here to apply bleed stacks and we're good to go. No! You don't dare! Okay, you're gonna pay for this. 8 stacks of bleed on the monk. That's so juicy. Oh yeah. Actually, by the way, I'm gonna be realistic here. If not for the bleed strategy that I'm well aware of, I would actually suck major dick here in this fight. So I would have to rely on terror strats, or I have to use my master to actually finish these heroes and survive the campaign. This is pretty brutal, yeah. Well, because I'm playing on hard, obviously. Vampire got another turn. Yeah, you guys are gonna die. 13 stacks. Also, all these abilities on Vampire and other things, they're gonna get better with levels. We just need to pay money to level them there. Okay, well, I could enrage. Let's try to kill the Berserker. Would be nice. Let's see, he recasted that. Try to kill with the stacks. Poison, fire, and bleed. Yeah, he should be fucking dead. The monk will die by himself. Nice damage. Come on. Yeah! Let's go! You see those strats? Kill mage because he's gonna go next. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Removes penalty with the most attacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn. Ah! They have that ability. Okay. Doesn't matter. Should have used it. Whoa, new content. I never seen those before. Skeleton scientist, skeleton cultist. That's a brand new content here. So they added new monsters to the like older families of monsters as well. Nice. Nature damage applies to poison. Oh, poison. Well, the poison is more like enchantress specialist thing, but you could still play with succubus is very strong unit. I don't know if you can get here in this campaign, but yeah, maybe in a shop. It should have if you have demons unlocked. Yeah, for the mission. Succubus is really good in this game. Front air damage and morale applies. Wait, what is bounty? It's a new mechanic. Monster who defeats this hero gains new motivation. Wait, what is motivation? Monster who motivation. It's morale. It's HP essentially. Yeah, yeah, I get it. It's that's what they call in the game the fatigue thing. It's fatigue. Bounty. Well, by the way, what does it mean? Poison 2, bounty 5. So it applies 5 stacks of something. Yeah, in the brackets. So for 5 turns, it could be, and it decreases 1 per turn in a round, or when they move around the rooms, the heroes. So yeah, unless it gets cancelled by something or healed, and at the same way you can stack the same thing, so you can stack bounty like 9 next turn, yeah, if he survives. Because 10 minus 1. Alright, so the resist of this unit is kinda low HP, 100 speed. Glass cannon supporter. And this unit, 60 HP. Well, keep in mind that this is level 1. They might change stats dramatically once you level them up, including their resistances. They're gonna get bigger and stronger. Ice, low ice, high morale, applies TorNis, area of fire, minus morale dealt doubled if the target is affected by at least 2 penalties. Gimmicky AoE morale unit with okay, elemental resistance. Poison, like, this is good for stacking, but I don't know, I don't have like a poison team right now. Also, this ability might be even stronger, like when we start leveling. I need to kind of test. Maybe I should do this for the testing purposes. That'd be nice for I mean, I intend to play this game like hardcore. Ascension Mode, Endless Mode, and upcoming days. This is like, I'm gonna rest today, sleep, and we're gonna do the marathon tomorrow probably of some kind, because I was supposed to do it today, but the game officially launched like almost at the night, so fuck me, man. Alright, Waffles get defeated. That's what I get for putting him in the front. That's fine. I'm gonna let him rest now. You as well. So generally, if you're playing on hard difficulty and you have 3 peeps left, you just put them back. You don't risk this garbage. No, you don't. No, you don't. Also, you can forget about positioning until you get the encounter. Okay, trainer. Let's level up some dudes. Ah, damn, there's a mechanic. Okay, this is actually very important. I kind of messed up, actually. So when you put units in garrison, I thought they might fix this later so that you could like level up garrison units, but you cannot. So it only will allow you to level up who's not in garrison. So yeah, the better play would be to put units in garrison when you're about to fight something and position everyone. So I just did a misplay. Whatever. So let's review how level up system works, yeah? So there's new passives, abilities, and stats, and it tells you how much. Unfortunately, I cannot show you, like, I need level 3, I guess, to show you my thing. Oh, whoa, another new, wait, applies enhanced trap? That's probably a mechanic from the third leader that I never played with, the engineers. The next trap when a skill inside is defeated. Damage. Okay, that is like Og, actually. I think I remember there being deals for sell units too, if there's random tasks. Yeah, yep. Yeah, there was like such thing. Как игра? Ну, я уже играл в Early Access, сейчас мы ревью делаем, так сказать, в полной версии, смотрим. Ну, как ревью, я просто так продемонстрирую еще тогда. Engineer. Ah, maybe that's why then engineer stuff. Well, for me it's new content still. Enraged when a monster is defeated. Like bleeding. Another way to stack bleeding. This glass cannon goblin is very nice to train. You cannot level up. They become more expensive to level, but you need to find another training event. You can only level once. 20 HP is all over for that. Front. Attack supply, 1 additional. Wait, if you're in the front, you gains dodge. I assume that's a full damage dodge. It's another new mechanic. And speed at the start of the fight. Is it expires, I wonder, or it's like permanent until I get hit? Also, wait a second. Upgrading Archer is very expensive compared to others. Holy crap. I guess they changed it. Yeah, maybe because it's stronger now. Like Kex was 80, yeah, this one is 100. Orc is 200 because it's one of the best like units now in Orc family. I mean, creature family. Upgrading elites is, yeah, well, I have only Vampire to showcase right now. There's more elites. If I wanted to showcase more elites and mini bosses, I needed to play campaign like 5 mission or 4. But I'll probably not. Actually, now that I'm explaining all these things, I might not even finish this mission unless I start rushing it, like Pepega style. Leveling skills and oh my god, they increased the price of the dog as well. Dog is very good though. The more dog survives, the better, generally. Yeah, they changed some of the upgrades here. I need to read description of everything again. They buffed a lot of shitty units, like Yeti was kind of bad before, now it's way better because I think his ability evolves into Frostbite here somewhere. So that's even better. You can upgrade mini-boss through special events, you can, that's for sure. You can upgrade it directly, like with these, but you can upgrade it with special events. You upgrade it the same way you upgrade the master. Alright, Malero, let's level up, and Hour is always nice. And Poison Rage of other to the other monsters of the group when Orc is attacked. So it's tanking basically. Yeah, Vector, good stuff. A lot of resistances fixes there. Oh, there we go. Look at that preview level 3. You see? So this is what I understand why they did this, because they cannot really like preview everything. But I still wish they would change it. Well, somehow that displays everything. Like, guys, can you tell me what will happen on level up? Nobody knows unless you play the game already and you know, or check wiki. So this ability will get upgraded. It could be more morale damage, or it could actually be a brand new thing that gets added here, or maybe the position. Well, no, generally I don't think position changes. You just don't know, like, what will happen here? Physical damage, bleeding, something else? You don't know. Gotta test it. That was my point. But it's not a problem. If you play enough, or at least a tiny bit, you're gonna see some, like, if you have a favorite type of monster to level up, you're gonna, like, generally choose it, right? Business trip is one of the best events in a game, always selected. You have to, though, send somebody, but that's what they get. You get relic usually here as well. And keep in mind, now that the relics artifacts don't have levels, getting one relic is huge, because, you know, there's just 5 slots only now, and creatures transfer their stacks of enrage to a random monster of the group when they're defeated. Ah, well, that will work only if I have enraged to begin with. To a random monster of the group when they're defeated. It's not even that amazing. I can send... So this is like the biggest loot, but the long... 18 weeks for that artifact. That's like almost 50% of entire game. Wow. I mean, the specific mission. 5 weeks here for a pretty decent reward. Yeah, I can send because I have second one, but like sending level 2 kind of sucks. Also, I don't have synergy too much right now with this. That would be the best thing to do, but I'm gonna go with this option. It's also... Therapist is... I think you can pay him to restore morale for everyone or something like that. So now the unit is locked for X amount of days, well, weeks. Also, when you level up units and they have upgraded like a border, the elites also have this star here, so you can kind of like see who is more epic in a party. Merchant event, therapist, random event. Oh, cleaning accident. You can choose fight. Kyle the Defiles. Kyle! Hello, Kyle. Compensation. Alright. Easy fight, obviously. Keep in mind that you restore 24 life per week right now, so that's like absolutely nothing. Opportunity to send one of your employees to intensive training. This is kind of good and bad, so I believe this event, unless you change it, this gives you 2 levels. You have to pay a lot of money and a lot of time passes. The reason I don't like this event, because you send person and it will be out of the commission, yeah? With level ups, normally you just level up and they're ready to go. And you also spend significant money. I guess if you have favorites and super... well, the thing is, if you do have favorite, you're still gonna be out of commission for that unit, so kinda, you know, weird. Also, that icon warns you that you don't have enough money to do, so it's a good thing to not fuck up. Oh, look at that. 3 bleed stacks, fantastic upgrade. Chad, remind me, is a trap still capped at level 4 in the campaign, I think? It should be at level 4, right? Just like monsters. So now we have a choice to find veterans, which have much harder difficulty. Or we can... So here's the funny thing. You can actually choose based on rewards, and you probably should. So look at this, we have master bonus, which means it's gonna be like plus damage, plus armor, plus ability upgrades, like spell, any of those, yeah? Or we can go like super money. I'm gonna say it this way, in this game you want to have as much money as you can, because money equals power. And no Isaac reference here. More upgrades, more potential to stack combos, abilities, evolve. Yeah, so money is everything. In this case, unless I specifically want to farm heroes with solo, Slaveholder is the best master probably to fight solo these heroes. And if you have an artifact that like benefits you for that, you can do this. But yeah, the master bonuses is gonna be nice. Otherwise, of course, go for money. Oh no, it's gonna be hard. Well, yeah, I guess. Oh shit, I forgot the position. Oh, wow, that's gonna be... Well, you know, I gotta get that feeling back streaming this game. You know, I already did a couple mistakes. It's okay. Tomorrow on the marathon of this, we're gonna be like, we're gonna do, shit. I should have showed like, man, I should showcase like endless and maybe another thing. Okay, maybe after this battle, I think I have to abandon this mission though if I... Well, I don't care about this mission, I will still get experience if I abandon it. As long as you play a little bit battles, you get experience on abandoning. I just want to showcase on stream today a little bit those game modes, right? Alright, fuck it. So let's see. We have a special icon here, this is a passive. Be careful. This unit cannot be affected by poison. So my strategy with the bleed could be countered, by the way, by somebody who have immunity to bleed. Oh, look at that. Replaces penalties to bonus. Great. And, oh, a bard, a new character. A hero. Area nature. Skill applies dodge to the hero with the lowest life percent of the starfish. Right. Ah, it's a new mechanic. There we go. So it actually dodges the damage entirely. Pog. Can they dodge saw? No, they cannot because that's not a fight. Alright, do I care about speed? Yeah, I do. Here's the thing, this dungeon is small. I could put the saw closer to master and let them come to me. And then bleed. This gang doesn't have really like bleeds. I can probably solo them. 80 physical damage. This shit doesn't have armor. Okay, elemental weakness is really bad. If that's master gets stacks of elemental weaknesses, that's gonna be really, really bad. Heal, because these guys will also do magic damage. I probably can suicide everything and win. Lure being OP. Oh yeah, there's some very good traps indeed. There's elite traps as well. Alright, I'm just like trying to actually kind of roleplay like serious battle here right now to win without too many losses. Let's see. Monster bleeding. I don't have life leech though, right? Regenerates master life by 20%. Ah no, I do. This is another one of those things with the slave holder. He actually, like, as long as something bleeds. I think I purposely let them skip this room. I need to make sure the priestess is gonna use that ability though. Dodge. Each fight. Yeah, I think there's a strategy here of not using the second room fighting. Like, I don't see there being useful. Like, okay, I put the horn, then... Let's do it this way. Horn into some physical damage. Back damage, front damage, nature. So, nature is good. Oh, poggers! Vector is gonna tank that shit. Ah, wait, elemental weakness. Well, it's still fine. Poggers. Let's check this out. Tank going to backline. So this is not like the game where you just, oh, tank front, like, gotta adapt to the whatever you're fucking fighting, yeah? Because this is the gameplay. You prepare everything in the dungeon and then you just watch unfold. I shall lead from the rear, yeah. Okay, so guarantee crit if I put in the middle, yeah. They don't attack middle. Maler. And front air. Oh, animatis have air resistance also. How the hell Harpy have negative air resistance? What the hell is this shit? Applying haste is pretty nice as well. Not gonna. It's a suicide unit. I can put tiredness or haste. It's not bad at all, to to make some damage. Enhanced resistances too. Versus the nature boy. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I can kill with physical damage under effect of rage, I think. Here's the big brain. Do I just let them pass? So I do the circular saw. And then, like, not put the fight here. And then let the master handle this. I'm just gonna showcase the master power, yeah. I mean, I leveled him. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I am pretty sure I can handle that. I wish I had more enrage. This is a different strategy I'm using, so I could just purposely enrage shit and then stack it for the where it matters. Look at that music, nice. Tiredness in front. Tiredness is damage, yeah. Eh. I mean, yeah, I'll do damage. Sexy. Low level bar doesn't do much damage. 12, 12 damage to work. You fucker. You know what? I was big braining into the master farm, but we might actually handle her just fine. Maybe. Haste. Oh, what you got? 25 armor, yeah? You see, a lot of my units have morale attacks, but my build, my choice of the build for this deployment is not based on morale. For the record, morale attacks are generally good on demons and undead, yeah. So you can try stacking those. Others can do it as well, but you have to like really prepare them, and I'm great, of course, as well. RP, Suicide Ghetto. Oh boy, what is this? Physical doesn't do anything. Ah, because of armor. I'm gonna scream, I guess. I can scream. Maybe I should apply bleed though. Scream. Yeah, the bleed. Well, I might scare them at the end of the day. There's a spell that can apply terror, so it doesn't matter. Look at that, we're using all sorts of strats now. Adapting. It's very impressive, by the way. Remember what I said, generally everybody gets like 1-2 turns of action, but because of a very good resistance here, Vector is tanking. Well, to be fair, the bard doesn't really do damage here. I assume these bards will be really dangerous later with the high levels as well. Wait, is that when like there's a mouse reds coming out when the bard is doing something? I'll just intimidate them now. Change plans. Oh look at that! Oh my god! Did you see that?
You come right on time to your funeral.
Ah, they applied dodge. These suckers don't know what's coming for them. Challenge, dodge. Alright, fine. Do your worst. The cool thing about this leader, every time I get hit I get enraged, which scales my abilities here. Oh. They hurt me, I get more enrage stacks. And the more I get enraged, the more damage I get. And the more damage I get, the more regeneration I get from this ability. This ability does not work at all if you don't have any bleed stacks, yeah? And also if you're fighting, spoiler alert, there's gonna be later in the game champion versions of heroes who have near immunity to physical damage. Like, if there's gonna be the paladin or like some fucker, I don't remember exactly, but if you have this guy in the front, this ability is completely useless. Because it attacks front, and you cannot select others until it's dead. So you have to use other abilities, and that might not be the best thing. Alright. We got even tears here. Oh, Kepka, I can recruit you. Goblin Driver. I always do your Goblin Driver. I always do. No luck, no hero. Oh, look at that. Chat, I appreciate if you will come tomorrow on my stream. First of all, we're gonna have way longer stream. We're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of new content. Obviously, I covered only some basics and stuff, and I haven't even played the new master. And so if you come to my stream, you obviously have a chance to get selected here for these picks on the heroes, and it's pretty fun that way. Yeah? Bored only Survivor Crisis Way Home, how appropriate. Gnoll. Wait, is Gnoll also new content? I don't remember Gnoll. Yeah, a new unit. Well, maybe it was released like somewhere in the middle, but for me it's a new unit. Are you Gnoblin? Are you Gnelf? Yes, I have to do the Gnome reference into 2021, I'm sorry. Look at the passive. Gain plus 15 to all resistance per monster benefiting from enrage. Holy fuck. This is an... yeah, the creatures that orc, I can... It's, they like enraging each other and buffing, yeah. Nature damage gains shell. Shell is also a strong mechanic, it's basically DR. Gain shell if target is affected by poison. Very specific thing, like it's a combo unit. And I don't know his third ability, what he gets later on levels. So keep in mind that everything have 3 abilities, either passive or attack ability, and they get evolved. Really exciting. Like, this game has so many, like, I'm showcasing just bare bones the new player, like, mission here experience, yeah? You don't know what level 4 this guy is. It's like a plain skull, the hero, yeah? What's gonna happen when you level up Goblin Drummer to level 4? Like, what will happen at the end of the campaign, right? Or this champion versions of heroes, like, you just have to see them. And then you apply the math, power of the math. At least for people like me, this is pretty fun. Alright, let's take Kura, cause I want it. Don't forget to reallocate people in the resting place, you know, you want to manage. There's no way you're gonna flawlessly win every single thing without losing somebody. That's just impossible on the hard difficulty. Maybe on normal, yeah, but... alright, so here's the thing, chat. I kinda low-key want to... Wait, what? Archivist? Oh, what is that? I unlocked it? Empathic poison heroes with less than 50% of maximum morale lose to resistances. Wait, why did I unlock that? I need to showcase those game modes. I want to see what's there. So I need to abandon this campaign, I think. Damn. Well, I mean, I don't need to complete it. I just wanted to showcase. You got the idea, yeah. If you play more, there's more events, more progression and everything. So... Of course. And yeah, I got experience here. It's actually kind of hard to level up now that maybe I should have abused that exploit in early access to level up for free to the maximum level while before they... Actually, I'm not gonna, you know, here make some lying claims and everything. I was the person who reported this to like official Discord server for the game. Because, you know, I kind of hate these exploits when they exist in games and all sorts of cheating things. unless the game is designed in that way, like, you know, a long war XCOM where you have to use exploits to even have a stand chance to win. Anyway, Ascension Mode. I know what Endless Mode is, kinda. I want to see what Ascension is. Best Ascension. Ascension 1 gold. So I have to win the entire campaign with this, or like what's the deal here? Gold gain at the end of the dungeons reduced by 10. Team. Can I customize it? This button doesn't... it's maybe a random relic. You start with... Oh, so you start with... you can play with 3 monster factions? This is the thing, like, you never get... If you play the slaveholder, you're never gonna play elementals, the mechanical units, which makes sense, but, you know, it makes it easier to stack the appropriate synergy as well. They just divided those. Okay, edit. Oh, this is like this is like old school multiplayer, like, point system. You can only deploy... Oh! Dude, I like this! They give me ability to select what I want. And what is that? Filters? They allow me to select elemental traps here. And in fact every single trap that I unlocked. So I assume... that everything that I unlock through campaigns with different masters is also gonna be here. Wait, what does that mean here? Save and... I already have over limit or something. Remove. Wait, can I start the campaign with that? It's already 200 more now. Start. Is that intended? Okay, let's test. Seems like default set have a 200 money value more. I don't know if it's intended, or maybe idea is that they are suggesting you to use this like default set, because if you start customizing, is that you have to like get less total. So for instance, if I want to add a vampire, yeah, I have to remove a lot of things. And obviously that's not a good idea because you need synergy. Save. Yeah, I don't know exactly about this, like maybe it's because our lax is like mistake. This is kind of weird, like why they... Maybe if I click reset. Default team. Can I start the game?
Let's get to work!
Oh, you start Ascension with a promotion, so it's like a hard mode, basically. Hard mode of the hard mode. You get the mini-boss here. Doesn't matter, like, I'm not gonna play right now.
Did you get that, camera guy?
You get the random artifact, so I suppose you can reroll. Master permanently... Oh, there we go. Sverika, hello there, by the way. Unfortunately, just joined at the end of the stream. But 77 universities. It's a huge amount. This is what I've been talking about. Devour and Whip. They changed how it works. Look at this shit. Master permanently gains 8 power when defeating a hero. Beat kills for him. 8 power is a lot. It's like, just for the record, default power right now of my hero is 80. I mean, what I'm saying, master, like the anti-hero, you know, not a hero. That number is huge. And normally you have to pay like a lot of blood and tears in a gym. There's like a vent here, like a gym or something it's called, where you can pump muscles and upgrade stats for your slaveholder during the run, and it's gonna be expensive. So yeah, this is a very cool thing if you know how to handle it. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask maybe developers if this is intended, like with oh, there's no no! Wait, wait, can I do the custom Ascension?
Torture? It's a
It doesn't let me pull names from the chat. Edit. Yeah, I don't think that I can do that here. Oh. Okay, I have to. Oh, wait a second. Default, demonic, return of the vampire, Beastmaster, relentless. Oh. So the game suggests 5 builds. Wait, is that based on campaign actually? Oh yeah, it is. Ah, I see. Okay, after the stream I'm gonna ask the question about the goal. Like, is that supposed to be the over limit? Because I kinda cannot really edit over the limit. It's the bonus. And another thing is that I cannot customize like the difficulty here or anything else, so I cannot access the Twitch features. You can only do it through like here, customization button, and then start. I feel like they forgot about this, maybe.
torture? It's a
I
passion.
mean, people gonna play Ascension Mode on stream. Why not to have the Twitch? And Endless Mode. Endless. You can only enhance your promotion elements. What do you mean promotion elements? Ah, right. Dungeon rewards as well of workout and event tasks no longer offer resistances or armor bonuses for the master once they reach 60. Ah, shit. Cannot abuse. Alright, fair enough. Damage, morale, death per stack of bleeding, poison, thorns, demoralized are gradually increasing from 3rd year onwards. Really? Well, nah, that's good. I guess the developers are making a point here that you should consider maybe investing into one of those strats. But yeah, you can select team that is a team of units and traps based on a campaign mission. Which is kind of funny because I really like the saw, yeah. And if I want the saw, I have to select like either 3 or 1, or I can edit my own team from scratch, yeah. And I assume like, what if I edit a little bit here, just for experiment? Save. So now demonic creatures is like this. Oh, it didn't save here. It saves only here. Yeah, there's the harpy. And reset, yeah. Okay, interesting. This should be really fun once I actually start testing the power of my potential and all that. And I also have no idea how deep Ascension Mode goes, but I assume people already figure out like how to reach the final Ascension in beta testing before the full release. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I apologize for it a little bit short, but you know, I have midnight here, 30 minutes. I gotta run. Stay tuned for more Legend of Keepers full release action with the proper campaign. Thanks for watching. See you very soon. If you have any questions on YouTube, by the way, about what you saw and maybe some, you know, just general gameplay questions, as long as it's not related to the engineer, I can answer everything. Engineer is a brand new content I need to study myself.